Hey guys, Quick Bit RC here. So I'm here to do a little review on my brand new, new to me anyways, TLR 22 2.0. I've had this car for a little while. I've been tweaking around with electronic setup and setup for the track that I've been going to. I have been going to a carpet track in Eastern Oregon, and yeah, it's been really fun. It has been handled very well. I'm very glad that I went with the mid motor for the carpet. I mean, obviously, I was kind of already going to since it was recommended by everybody else. Eventually, I may switch it over to rear motor for dirt or possibly maybe clay, but usually people go with the mid motor nowadays. I used to have the same electronic setup that I had in my Hobby Pro PSR1. I had the LRP ESC and motor that I had in there for a little bit, but I sold those, and I also sold the Hobby Pro to get this ESC, a couple motors, and actually this battery. I have this foam in there, so the battery will be set under the battery strap, all nice and tight. It is a Reedy 3400 milliamp battery, 7.4 volt, 7 DC discharge, which is awesome for stock racing. It is low profile compared to the battery that I have in there now. I would say probably 6 or 7, maybe 8 millimeters skinnier, which results in quite a bit, quite a loss in weight. I think this one weighs like 150 grams and this one weighs about 210. So that's great for stock racing. And right now I have a dual sky 17.5 motor in there that I haven't actually had the chance to race yet. I just recently put that in there. I've heard that they're a little bit quicker than what I was racing. And what I was racing was the Thunder Power Racing Z35R brushless motor. 17.5. It has timing on the back. This was fast. It was a lot faster than the motor that I had racing there before, the LRP, and the timing I got all nice and refined for the layout that I was dealing with. And yeah, it handled really well. But I went ahead and put the dual sky in there just to test it out. I haven't really got to test it on track yet. So I have, like I said, I sold the LRP stuff and I got the motors and this ESC. This is the Orion Vortex R10 stock edition. This is technically pretty much just the Orion Vortex R10, but it only goes. It doesn't have timing abilities, but it can go down all the way to a 5.5 turn motor, which is pretty nice for some people who might want to race it in mod. And I have the fan on there, and this is a Spectrum voltage checker, not a checker, sorry, a Spectrum capacitor, voltage capacitor for the ESC. I had it mounted up there. Right now I have 4mm bullets connected to it for my batteries. And for my main batteries that I've been running for either practice or just at the track running around is these Eco Power batteries. You probably remember them from when I did my Hobby Pro stuff. There's 35C, 4000 milliamp, 2 cell batteries. I have 3 of them and they're nice. But obviously not quite as nice as this Reedy, which I use for races. So yeah, I have that in there. And I have the Futaba receiver and transmitter that you guys know of, and I have the Savok servo that you guys also know of. I built this kit. I think it's been about 2 months now. Pretty sure. It went together really well. I did have to put some different shock oil and a new set of Yokomo springs in the front. For the track that I was at, because the shocks that I was using for the front were pretty soft and I needed some harder springs for the jumps and stuff that we had there. And I put 45 weight in the front and I believe 37.5 weight in the rear, and that was good for a for the tight carpet track that we had there because there was such good grip and everything. And yeah. And right now, obviously, I have the gearing set up for stock. I have it set up for 3371, I believe, 3371, and it's been running real cool. This motor, when I ran it for a 6-minute main, came off at about 140 with a battery that I had borrowed with a 20C charge. Um, I also have this body that I got. This is just the body that came with it. I cut this out so that it would get some air to the fan, and I just painted it all white. It's what I have laying around. I stuck stickers on it. You can even still see the LRP stickers that I have nothing LRP on this car anymore. I may end up taking those off, not quite sure. And also, some of you guys may have noticed, I have this right here. The wires were run down this way around to get to the motor, and that was just getting such a hassle because the wires were just so cramped and everything. And so what I did is I cut a hole in the motor mount right here, the chassis that connects the chassis and the transmission, and I just ran it right to the motor, and it's just so much cleaner. I did see somebody on the internet do this, and it gave me the idea, and I thought it was such a great idea. Went ahead and did it. I did have to trim a little bit right here so that the wires would fit good in there. And then the only wire slot that I have is the sensor wire, and that's it. So that was really, really nice. And yeah, it comes with the all the not the upgrade parts, the setup parts. For camber, Ackerman. Oh crap! I think it comes with some ballast, not ballast weight. That's an option part, but it comes with some different setup parts for different heights of the transmission and a couple different things. And then I have tiny things in here that I found all over. I did go ahead and put Velcro for the body because I wanted to lose a little weight and it was just less of a hassle to have 3 pins. So yeah, that was a little easier. And yeah, so I also acquired this. I'm thinking of this is just a Castle Mamba thing. Somebody gave it to me. They had a motor they didn't really need it for anymore. I'm thinking about taking it out and possibly mounting it right here. I guess I was kind of thinking that before I put the motor wires through there, but hopefully I can get that mounted up soon. And some bad news. This is the first time or second time that I actually went with these 4mm bullets. And since I bought this battery, when I put this battery in, the plus and minus symbols are actually backwards compared to these batteries. And so what I switched batteries twice, as you can see, these are 2 different capacitors, and I fried the capacitors better than the ESC, and I just got rid of them. Right now I haven't picked up another one of the Orion capacitors, and I just have this Spectrum one on there, as I told you earlier. So yeah, I'm so happy that I had those. Obviously, I need to pick up some more. I also have this Reedy motor that I was using for a little bit, but it was having some heat problems, and I kind of needed a little more speed, and so I was using the Tune Thunder Power to get a little more speed out of it instead of torque. I will probably be giving either this or I have another Thunder Power that is a little bit older, but pretty much the same thing, Z3R motor, and it's just not tuned like this one is. Either one of these to my cousin because he is getting into the hobby and he really wants to start racing the stock class with his ECX buggy. So eventually I'll get him into that and get him all set up nice with a brushless ESCM motor and possibly some lipos if we can get our hands on some. So yeah, I think that's about it. Hopefully I'll be getting some running footage of this. I'm actually going to be building a track at my house hopefully soon. Probably dirt for now, but eventually I'll be buying some carpet or AstroTurf for it. It's just an outdoor track. I'll probably build wooden jumps that'll be removable, and I'll roll up the carpet on days that I know the weather's not going to be nice, or AstroTurf, whichever one I choose. But for now, it's probably just going to be dirt because it's going to be summer soon, and I know that during the summer is when you would want the dirt, because in the winter you can't really use that. So yeah, hope to get some running footage of this at the track in Eastern Oregon. And yeah, so thanks so much, guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.